Yeah, I'd say that you're right on the money there. As you mentioned, the Broncos have got to get into those positions to score those points, and that's where I don't have the greatest of confidence in them. And speaking of greatest of confidence, it's a repeat of arguably one of the games of the year. The Raiders managed to grab a result in the reverse fixture of this. So it's Raiders versus Storm. Storm with a few changes. Raiders making a couple as well. Dynamis Louis coming in at prop. Kotrick back to his preferred position of wing. No, Curtis Scott even in the 21 this week. Rapana. Yeah, with common sense prevails, and then for some reason it takes a drastic U-turn and you put Rapana at 17.
I think I'm okay with Rapana being there because he did play outside centre in the 2 games he played rugby union. So we've seen him play fullback, so he can cover 1 to 5, something that Kotrick can't do. I think he'll probably take off Simonson after 65 minutes. And we've seen that the utility back for the Raiders can be a spark, just with how they play and how they like to spread the ball late. The issue that I see with the Raiders, and I've tipped the Storm in this one, is that their depth is starting to become an issue. Havili, O'Donnell, Sutton, and Rapana on the bench. Havili's been playing lights out, don't get me wrong, but he's not an out-and-out prop. O'Donnell on debut. Sutton, again, pretty good player, but not really huge impact. And then you look at the reserves. Tom Starling, who could barely get a run at Souths in the 18. Darby Medlin, I can't say I've heard too much about him. Don't really know where he plays, what he does. Matt Frawley, an out-and-out half. Curtis Scott in the 21. Depth there, not exactly the greatest thing. For the Storm, the only change is Marion Seve on the wing, replacing Vunivalu, who's out with a hamstring injury. Riley Jacks will start in the halves. Smith named in the 9. And the cheese in Brandon Smith onto the bench. While I see the Raiders winning the prop battle, I think that the Storm they have better depth on the bench. They've got some big bodies in Fasilmo, Big Tino. I'm going with Big Tino. If I want to be a broadcaster, I've got to get these right. But Big Tino is what we're going with for now. And Asaf Solomona. Eisenhuth probably had his best game in a Storm jersey last week. Only played 25 minutes, but my God, he looked good. Look, I'm going the Storm this one. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one to pick. The Raiders are superb at home. The Storm, I don't think have beaten them in the last 3 games, but they also haven't lost in Canberra since 2016. I do remember seeing that, I think, in one of the Storm groups. So the market leaning towards the Raiders, just favourites at $1.86 compared to $1.95. This very well could go to Golden Point. It very well could go to Golden Point. I'm going either team by 8 or less at $1.91. I think it will be a very tight game. I've gone the Storm for my outside tip. Look, this is a tough one. I'm tossing up. Oh, never mind. I'm going the Storm. The Storm, if you go to Sportsbet on the pick your own line, are -1.5 at 202. That's one you can cash out on. I'm taking that every day of the week. I think the Storm win this. I think they win it by 2+. The Storm at 202 for a 1.5 giveaway. I'm taking that. Yeah,
I'd be pushing it out a little. I think you could get it out to a -3.5. I think the Storm will win this one by a try at least. I just think that the depth. I mean, as you mentioned, the Raiders' starting lineup is very good, but their bench isn't the best. And for those reasons, I think that the Storm can and will run this one out. I mean, you look at the players they've got on the bench. Tino, as you mentioned, Brandon Smith, when he comes on, that side lifts massive amounts. So, and Finucane, really good loose forward as well. As for Solomona, when he comes on, he just eats through the meters, attracts a lot of attention, and he's good for a couple offloads as well. That second phase is going to be where the Storm really come up trumps for me. So I'm going to go Storm -3.5.
I'll tell you what, me offering the tip to everyone, Storm 1.5. I will go with your 3.5 though at 227. That's nice. That's nice. I'm probably being a bit greedy there, but I do like that.